Most Muslim businessmen should never cut out carbs if the goal is to lose weight and keep it off for the long term. Why? Let me explain. You need a diet that's satisfying, sustainable, and optimizes your energy levels, your hormones, your metabolism, and your mental and physical performance. Carbs are vital for all of these functions, which is why cutting them out is so detrimental to your energy levels. It makes you irritable, it makes you get all these cravings, and it's not sustainable. So when I say carbs, I'm not talking about donuts and croissants, obviously. We're talking about healthy carbs, complex carbs in the right quantities, like basmati rice, sweet potato, regular potato, fruits, berries, honey, these things in the correct portions where you feel satisfying and the diet is sustainable without overdoing it, without underdoing it, but just so we're hitting that optimal sweet spot where you're losing fat, optimal metabolism, optimal energy, everything else is going to be the key to you actually sustainably losing weight and keeping it off for the long term. And the cool thing is when we're eating carbs, we can make a lot of healthy recipes for all your favorite foods so you won't even feel like you're on a diet. I've had clients lose 20 pounds from this to this. I've had clients lose 30 plus pounds from this to this. And I've had clients lose 40 pounds from this to this. And most of these clients are eating rice almost every single day or as often as they'd like, because their macronutrients are optimized and because we're making recipes for their favorite foods, so they can stick to the diet for the 3 to 6 months or however long it takes for each individual person, which those transformations are about 3 to 6 months. Even brothers with crazy busy schedules, high stress, food cravings, everything else, we satisfy those cravings with these meals. Some people even get exceptional results, and I'm not just talking about people who are total beginners, I'm talking about people who have done all kinds of diets. This is brother Shaw right here. He's doing keto, carnivore, low carb, all this stuff, and he was stuck with this physique, even when he was trying to be consistent, but it was not sustainable either, and he was spending so much time in the gym. But he was able to transform into this and get absolutely shredded, lost 35 pounds in 90 days, mashallah, Allahumma barik, because we finally got his metabolism optimized with something that is sustainable, and his body responded even better than average, because most people take about 6 months to see that type of transformation, mashallah, Allahumma barik, and it finally worked for him, and he was actually able to work out less because he wasn't overtraining, he was being efficient with his time in the gym, which works well since he's a very busy professional working in a very demanding career. Of course, you guys have seen brother Shariar, who went from this to this, lost 42 pounds eating pizza, Philly cheesesteaks, butter chicken, biryani, all these foods that he loves because we have the healthy recipes. There's also brother Safe, who took a little bit longer, 9 months. He went from this to this, 41 pounds, mashallah, Allahumma barak, and was able to stick to it for 9 months, even being a busy professional, doing his master's, father, everything else. Very, very busy man, because he was able to eat ice cream, Desi food, Middle Eastern food, and all his favorite carb dishes every single day. So I hope at this point you see why low carb is not a good strategy for weight loss for the majority of people. If it worked for you, then great. But if it hasn't worked for you, obviously it's not going to, because you've tried it so many times. Why don't we try something else? Why don't we try the proper way to do it, which is the way that I'm showing you right now. You need those carbs to control your cortisol, your stress hormone, and to optimize your metabolism for both short-term and long-term weight loss. And that's how we build a sustainable calorie deficit so you can actually lose the weight and keep it off for life. If you want to learn more about how you can get results like this too, send me a DM or a comment with the word coaching for more info on one-on-one coaching.